Hello, my name is Uvaldo Perez Rojas, and today I'll be presenting Pocho by Jose Antonio Villarreal. Main slash side characters. Juan Miguel Ruby is a soldier from the Mexican Revolution who struggles with the new rules after coming into the US. Richard Rubio, main character after the first couple of chapters. After many events going through his life, he struggles to find his identity of either being a Mexican or American. Consuelo Rubio. She starts out as a pushover but later becomes independent but relies too much on religion. All three share qualities from Mexican culture but later assimilate to American culture. Through the years, they begin to change. They were happy at the start, but by the end of the book, there is a feeling of resentment among the three. Side characters Ricky, also named Richard, but whose nickname is Ricky. But he can be seen as fun, loving person and more of a social person rather than Richard being antisocial. Zelda, she met Richard when they were both little, who came to enjoy each other's company and later would be together in the story. Introduction. This story starts with Juan Rubio coming into Ciudad Juarez trying to visit an old friend, in which he kills while he is there. His friend Pancho Villa, the general, tells him that he should leave the country. After hearing of Villa's death, he would go to California with his wife and children to start up a new life. After arriving in the US, they would have a son named Richard. Richard, as a little kid, would be around his father, hearing all the stories that would make him look up to his father. While growing up, he had many thoughts about the things around him, such as religion, as he never really believed in religion, but because of his mother, he always felt that he needed to believe in it. He would never want to be successful because he was a Mexican. Richard wanted to prove himself for who he is. He would also gain perspectives from many people, such as an artist he met. From that, he gained many ideas about life, but also in writing, which Richard was really interested in. Zelda was a girl that he met in elementary who would read books with him and hang out after school. Later in life, he would become boyfriend and girlfriend. In the story, you can notice a change in Richard that gives a jealousy type vibe when good things happen to his friends. When speaking, it could be inferred that Richard speaks English, as noted when his father tells him to stop speaking English and that they speak Spanish in the house. The way he speaks Spanish is also different. People refer to him as a pocho, which fits him as he tends to speak Spanish poorly. As noted, he calls himself a pocho when speaking to a girl named Pillar. As he grew older, there would be a lot of fights, which sometimes he would be the cause of, but this takes us to the climax of the story. Climax. As Richard was walking home one night with his girlfriend at 3 in the morning, he arrived at his house to find his father shouting at his sister. Juan yells at her, demanding to know where she was and if she knew what time it is, as she could not be out this late. She yells back that she doesn't need to tell him and that should mind his own business. He tells her that if they are living under his house, they would have to follow his rules, to which she states that he is not the only owner of the house and tells his mother that she is also the owner. Consuelo jumps in and defends her, in which Richard's sister yells something which angers Juan Rubio. He hits her. Richard cannot believe what is unfolding in these particular events, believing it to be a dream. Richard's sister tells him that he should come and defend them as he just hit her and cannot just stand there and do nothing, to which his father leaves to go get a weapon. He swings it and tries to destroy his own home, the home that he built himself. Everything they've ever worked for was to be destroyed by him right now. Richard jumps in and to try and restrain his father, until which he gets a swing on his head. He hits him. Juan immediately stops to look at him, to what he's done. He picks up his son and asks for a backpack of his stuff as he is about to leave. Richard and Juan share one more conversation before they say goodbye. He lets his son know that he will stay in the valley and he will not go far. He will love him forever. After that, he leaves. Richard, now exhausted, the sun coming up, he goes up to it, alone with his mother. He now feels the courage that he should tell her what he feels. Consuelo speaks about their new life without Juan, and that they should go to church. Richard, having no more patience with his mother, he gets the courage to tell his mother that he no longer believes in God. He no longer fears him. He does not want to believe in him any longer, as the events that just unfolded make him stop believing. The fight between her and his father are only in between them, and they should not involve their children. He will later join the army, to which his mother tells him no, but he doesn't care anymore. He also receives the news of their divorce. Sometime later, he would go to the army, never returning, as there is nothing there for him. The Great Depression. The Rubio family was living in one of the worst times economically in the United States. Although they had their own house, money was still hard to come by. It was mostly farmers who lived in that area of California. Juan Rubio would work during these times, but usually whenever there was no work, he would try and find another job. Although it wasn't really specified in the book, becoming a laborer and a family man is what kept him from returning to Mexico. Pocho. Why is this book called Pocho? For one, it could be the way Richard talks compared to all the other Mexicans. It is noted that he speaks Spanish weirdly whenever he talks. Eventually, it is learned that the loss of Mexican tradition could also be a reason, leading more of an American life as him and his family get older. Richard himself recognizes himself as a pocho. Richard through his life suffers from racial discrimination from neighbors, even the police one time just because they were brown. I believe that this is a good title for this book for these reasons. Thank you for watching my presentation on the book Pocho. I really love this book and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.